Let's face it, some say the eyes are the pathway to the soul. While this is obviously a subject for debate, there is no debate when it comes to business. What a prospective customer sees can be the difference between being in the black or being out of business. These days, advertisers are always looking for the consumer who is in the know and on the go. We're talking mobile, smartphones. Mobile marketing made easy. That's what VizConnect is all about. And here to talk about it is Ed Carroll, the company's founder, and Paul Colleen, CEO and president. So Ed and Paul, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So Ed, tell me about how this all got started. How did VizConnect come about 2 years ago?
Well, you know, it was an idea that I thought up that we wanted to deliver video to the mobile device because there's a paradigm shift moving away from mainstream media, which I spent most of my career in, toward mobile. And that's really what we thought of. But at our core, we're a cloud-based mobile marketing company that delivers video via keyword texting to the mobile device because people don't ever get more than a few feet away from their mobile devices. So businesses, small and large, need to start thinking about how they're going to move their conversation toward mobile. And so we wanted to come up with a very simple, easy-to-use, low-cost solution, push that barrier of cost out of the picture and allow a lot of people to come in and use our software as a service. So that's really at our core what we are.
We know people are using their smartphones all the time. Do you find that businesses are using video in a smart way, Paul?
I think, well, they are, but they're not the way they should, I think. And also, a lot of them just don't know they have access to it. They all, we're all still living in this email kind of world, right? And people know they have to get into the mobile space, but they don't know how. So what we do is give them the easy solution, inexpensive solution to actually get them to not only, we always say we're not trying to change what they do, we're just enhancing what they do. So because they're not in the space, we're trying to get them in and show them that this is where you have to be, So I guess the short answer is yes, but no. They still have to they have to move to the next level, I guess,
I mean, speaking of email, there is that existing client base. So is there a way to opt in, or how are they best reaching out to the clients?
Well, in this, texting has its own rules of the road kind of thing. And you have to opt in to get texts to send back to you. So you can't populate your database with numbers you don't have. So they have to actually opt in. So your email list is actually a convenient way to do it. They can actually say, okay, text this word to this short code. And the short code's a 5-number phone number, if you will. So by having that email database, you can say, okay, now you're going to shift what you have into your mobile sector. You keep in the email database, you're not changing it, you're just kind of shifting it and populating it, but they have to actually do it. So
there are 7.1 billion people in the world, 5.1 billion with cell phones. I mean, there's unbelievable reach for this. Are people using, and businesses using mobile video effectively?
Yeah, the size of the marketplace, it's remarkable. It's so vast and it's really untapped. But 95% of the businesses out there aren't even accessing this market. So you can talk about the numbers and how large they are. I mean, 67% of all marketers in this country right now are using video to engage their customers. What VizConnect has done is allowed that seamless integration with the mobile device that delivers that video instantaneously to consumers. So we've kind of pieced together that model so that it's easy to use at a low cost. But again, you made the point, there's 4.5 billion people walking around with cell phones and mobile devices. And what businesses have not even understood yet is as large as that marketplace has become, they don't realize how close their customers are to them now. It used to be that you had to take a radio ad or a newspaper ad, but now you can talk to them as they walk around every single day, and that's a powerful tool.
Paul, is this going to be easy for customers and for companies to use?
Yeah, the way we design, the software is designed to use, the business use it themselves. We have a few options. They can actually purchase a subscription and use our product, or they can give it to us to do. A lot of people just don't have time to do it, and they'd rather just say, hey, here's my video, please put it onto this keyword, I'd like to run this and that, and we could do that, yeah.
And I wanted to add too that we have a platform that stores, you can say the word unlimited, but any of our customers can store as much video as they want in a secure location. There are a lot of video hosting software sites that are out there that they can use, but they're open source. So, one of the cool things that mobile marketing has allowed is geolocation. From Foursquare to Facebook, and I was talking about checking in places. But what we wanted to do was, if I'm a business owner, I may only want to send one piece of video, and I don't want other competitors or other noise, so to speak, coming into my environment. So that's why we've created that secure video location for those businesses to use that and access that, and then again drive into the call to action page. So we filled the gaps where other platforms were falling short, really.
So you're saying it's easy, safe to use, and it sounds like it's targeted. This is for an existing client database. Is there a way to opt in? How does that work with email and text messaging?
Well, keyword texting, which is kind of unique. Once you own a word, it's yours, and nobody else can access it off of the short code that we provide. And so I can categorize, it might be pizza, it might be subs, it might be something. So you can categorize your keywords, and then you can target your message to a specific audience looking for just that piece of content. And that's really that's what mobile marketing has allowed for. It used to be in the olden days that you would take a 30-second ad on radio, TV, but now mobile and keyword texting has allowed that targeted message to be delivered. And so that's really what businesses need to think about doing, and really what VizConnect has allowed for them is to do that easily and inexpensively.
Paul, you want to capitalize on mobile video, but is email becoming obsolete? Where is that going?
Well, I don't think email is going to go away. I mean, it's like we still have house phones too, right? But we don't use those too often. But they're gonna be around. And there'll always be people. I mean, one thing I've noticed when we've been out talking about this product, we're educating people on the mobile and why they have to be in it. What's funny is you realize how much people don't know that it's there. So we're educating them. We're saying, hey, more and more people are sitting there and texting while they're at dinner or whatever they're doing. So the emails won't go away, but you can actually use that bridge to get them to populate your database for cell phones that you'll market back to.
So to go back to the kind of call for action, this is for commercial, this is for nonprofit, this is for fundraising.
It's really, the scale is wide open. One of the things that we wanted to do when we built the software was, to your point, if I want to buy a specific product, if I push a piece of video content out there and it's about a product, I'm not going to want to navigate to find it. If you've sold me, drive me to a place where I can buy that instantaneously. And so that's what we have done on the call to action pages. If I want to buy that specific product and check out, I just drive a link, tap it, and it's right there on my checkout, and I just hit my PayPal information and it's delivered to me. Whereas in most cases, I would drive you to my website to see more about my information. Well, if you're interested in a specific product, you've got to navigate, and it takes time, especially on a phone. Whereas what VizConnect has done is allowed for that 5 to 8 seconds or 15 seconds of time that somebody may have to do some navigation. We've taken that out, because if you take that out, they're more apt to react and purchase. And so that's really what at the core of what we've done.
And I think the main thing is that people opted in to get this information. So it's not, an email, you might get 100 emails in your email box, and you may not want to even read 40 of them. You've opted in to get this information on your cell phone. So it's content that they want. Now, it may be a word from the football high school coach that says, hey, we had a great game, talking to the fans and the parents of the kids. So people want that information, The other thing it makes it a powerful tool is it's a communication tool. People use it not to market products, but also to talk to, we work with an insurance company where they have 1,500 brokers, and the people who run the company want to communicate to these 1,500 people on a daily video, on a weekly message that goes out. So it's kind of there's so many different ways that you can use the product,
Yeah, and so many people are just connected to their phones all the time. So it's just one more way to reach them more effectively.
I sleep with my phone. I don't.
As soon as you wake up.
Some people talk about, if you forget your keys, if you forget your wallet, when you're in the car, you're probably not going to go back and get your wallet because you can live without it. If you leave your mobile device at home, you turn right around and get it. It's just one of these things where that device has just created a whole new marketplace. And we talked about earlier, it's such a massive market. Businesses really need to think about how they're going to move that conversation to the mobile device.
In the market, do you have a competitive edge? I mean, how are you looking at your company to differentiate itself from others?
Well, what we've bolted together, we haven't found a lot of companies that are doing exactly what we're doing. But quite frankly, competition is good, and it's such a massive market that we're going to have competition, and we're really not afraid of that. So, as long as we do a good job, execute on a business plan, we'll be successful.
Anything else you'd like to add, Paul?
And on that note, we are unique because there are a lot of text messaging programs that people can get involved with, but to actually have what we have with the storage of the videos and be able to and put that into the text itself is really unique. So that's what's going to give us a run. We just have to run hard, and it's but it's like Ed said, it's a big business. It's a big market, so we're excited about it.
Have to keep running. Thank you so much, Ed Carroll and Paul Colleen, founder and CEO of VizConnect, for coming in.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks, Carl.